Alright guys, this case is about to hit on a completely different level. A grandmother walks into Judge Vonda B's courtroom carrying the weight of raising her 6-year-old grandson after both parents failed to provide the stability he needed. What starts as a simple request for financial help quickly turns into a shocking discovery involving child support money, hidden information, and a family divided by responsibility. Trust me, this one gets emotional fast.
You all may be seated. Okay. Is it Miss or Mrs. Campos?
Mrs.
Miss, okay. You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, I'm bringing my son to court to see if I can get some assistance for...
Right away, you can hear the pain in this grandmother's story. She describes a child whose mother disappeared years ago and a father who slowly drifted out of the picture. Then tragedy strikes when her husband passes away, forcing her out of retirement just to make ends meet. Family courts often see grandparents step in during difficult situations, but the question is, should they also have to carry the financial burden alone?
His son, my grandson, Julian, he's 6 years old. Juan and Julian's mom were together up until about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Had a good life, beautiful home. They were set. Then one day he comes to me. I've never talked to her since she left him. She abandoned him. She abandoned the whole family, including the grandson. So he comes and he says, look, she's gone and whatever. Okay, I just need some help with Julian because she left him too. Well, of course I'm going to say yes, you know. At that time, it was just me and my husband. So Julian had his grandpa, he had me, and everything was fine. Well, last year, grandpa passed away.
I'm sorry about that.
Thank you. And things have gotten tougher because of that. So to the point where I came out of retirement, I'm Ubering when Julian's at school, and his life hasn't changed at all. He's still literally in the house that he was in when they were a family. And he doesn't visit, like, Julian's like detached from him because it's been 3 years that he'll come around.
I do see
you
him.
know?
I do see him.
And
I'll get to you shortly.
And
okay.
he
Sorry,
comes around, but I don't get any financial support. I don't see that his life has changed at all. And we had to move out of the house that me and my husband.
This is where the emotional damage becomes impossible to ignore. The grandmother isn't just talking about money, she's describing how her grandson feels abandoned. Even simple moments, like shopping trips and gifts, have become symbols of a deeper issue. Children notice these things more than adults realize. What would you have done if you were watching someone prioritize themselves while your grandchild felt like an afterthought?
Has been shared, and unfortunately in this big city the best place I could find is literally a 1-bedroom. So thank goodness Julian's small right now. He can sleep on the sofa without too much discomfort. I have the bedroom, and so when he comes over and visits, of course he can't stay because there's no place for him to stay. These are his words. He can't stay, and he's just like some man that comes over because he comes over so rarely. What really ticked me off was a little bit back ago, he went and bought Julian some clothes. He also bought himself some clothes. But what my grandson had told me was that if he could have some shoes like Juan. And I said, what do you mean? He got you some new shoes? No, he said, we went to the mall, we got his clothes, his shoes, and then he stopped at Walmart on the way home, I guess because it's cheaper. I get it. I mean, for Julian, he's getting Walmart from me, he's getting Walmart from him.
But Julian was with him.
He was literally with him, and he took him, and I thought they were gonna, you know, maybe things had changed with him, whatever.
If I could please explain, Your Honor.
You can,
Okay.
after your mother is done.
Okay.
Now the case takes a dramatic turn. While trying to get medical assistance for her grandson, the grandmother discovers something she never expected: child support has apparently been paid for years. The problem? She's been covering the child's expenses herself and hasn't seen $1 of that money. If those facts are accurate, this isn't just a misunderstanding, it raises serious questions about where the support has actually been going.
Okay, sorry, Mom.
And then since my husband's passing, I need to get medical insurance for him. You know, anytime, even to take him to the free clinic is not really free. I've still got to pay whatever the prescriptions are. And then the finances, you know, I mean, so I went and tried to get him some medical. Well, they tell me no, because with the Medicaid, they needed his information. They said that he's under child support. The mother has been paying the state child support all these years.
Okay, wait. So she's been paying child support to him?
Apparently so. I haven't seen one dime.
Okay, all right. And so Julian is under Medicaid.
I couldn't get him under Medicaid
Oh,
because
you couldn't get him
I
under...
couldn't. That's how I found out about the child support. When I asked him about it on the visit that he made to buy the clothes, he said that no, he doesn't get in it. He doesn't know where it's going to this and that. But I know Juan. There's that money. He knows what I'm talking about. You know, he knows he's getting it, but I'm not getting it.
Notice how Judge Vonda B immediately focuses on facts instead of emotions. The grandmother explains the sacrifices she's making just to keep her grandson healthy and housed. She isn't asking for luxury, she's asking for help with basic necessities. In family law, courts look closely at who is actually providing day-to-day care. And from everything we've heard so far, that responsibility seems to be falling almost entirely on Grandma.
Okay, so you just want one to pay child support and you have the opportunity to get health insurance.
Well, according to them, yeah, health insurance, because I'm paying out of pocket these last 3 years, and I understood that they wouldn't even qualify him for Medicaid because, according to them, he had coverage. But I don't know where that medical coverage is.
Under
I've been paying
mom.
the mom or him or somebody's got him covered, but I don't have the information that I need to go take him to the doctor.
I understand. I follow you. Well, is there anything else you want me to know? Because there is some information I need and you just don't have it, and hopefully Mr. Campos has it. Is there anything else you want me to know, or can I move over?
I want to know, I mean, like I tell you, he plays dumb, but I just can't believe that he's let me come out of pocket, you know. When Grandpa was around, it was easier. We could pay these things, but now it's serious that I can't even get him for a common cold without having to Uber almost 20. I mean, Uber doesn't pay anything, and my pension doesn't take care of it.
Okay, so let's move over to Mr. Campos. I'm not going to call you by.
And here comes the first major revelation. The father admits he has been receiving child support from the child's mother. That admission changes the entire tone of the hearing. Suddenly, Judge Vonda B isn't just evaluating who cares for the child, she's examining whether support money has been reaching the person actually raising him. Did this moment change how you see the father's role in the case?
First name.
Okay.
Mr. Campos. Okay, so is it indeed a fact that you have been receiving child support from the mother of your son?
Yes, I have.
¿Ves?
Okay. And you didn't tell your mom?
No, I didn't feel the need to.
Okay, wait a minute. Is it true that your son, your 6-year-old, has been living with your mom for 3 years?
Off and on, not totally all 3 years.
What do you mean by off and on? Like on the weekend when you pick him
Well,
up, or when you pick him up and go
I'm a promoter for a club, so I do need help, and I thought that was the agreement to go ahead and help me when I'm out of town, you know, and I'm not, as she says, I do have the house, but I'm really there, you know, and I do need help. He can't stay by himself in a house that big at 6 years old. I don't know. I know I couldn't, but.
Okay. Well, you'd agree with me that help means that you need to give her something, right?
And I do pay the health care, the $150. I do pay that.
Oh, wait a minute. So, link here. So you pay health insurance for your son already?
Yes, I pay the $150.
Why didn't you tell your mother that? Why haven't you given her a health insurance card Why haven't you given her anything? That's not fair.
It's not, but I paid for it. I thought that was, all I needed to do from my side. I didn't realize I needed.
The judge now starts breaking apart the father's reasoning piece by piece. He claims he pays for health insurance, yet the grandmother, the person taking the child to doctors and clinics, doesn't even have access to the information she needs. Legally and practically, that creates a huge problem. Insurance only helps if the caregiver can actually use it. The more details emerge, the harder it becomes to defend his position.
I tell my mom everything.
It's not serving Julian?
Wait a minute, Mr. Compost. Who takes him to the doctor?
Well, I haven't recently.
Okay,
when she
so
helps
it's
me out.
fair to say that your mom probably does it, right?
Yes.
So wouldn't it logically follow that she needs an insurance card or the information?
It's that
So
I
you're letting your mom take your son to the doctor and they have to call you or something to verify his insurance? That just does not make any sense.
Your Honor, excuse me, they don't call him to verify. I didn't know this. Everything has come out of my pension or my Uber money, tips or whatever. I had no idea until I tried to file for these services of support. And I have told him, hey, I've got my son's phone number. I have told him, hey, this kid doesn't feel well. This is going on, that's going on. Even for physical, for him to play the T-ball. And
so you're paying out,
right now.
She's literally paying out of pocket, but your son is covered under health insurance.
Yes.
So your mom is not only taking care of your son's medical needs, she's taking care of his daily needs.
Mm-hmm.
This may be one of the most telling moments of the entire case. Instead of focusing on his son's needs, the father starts talking about inheritance money, jewelry, and personal finances. Judge Vonda B quickly redirects the conversation because none of that changes one critical fact: grandma is raising the child. When arguments shift away from the child's welfare, judges tend to notice immediately.
And you don't want to help her?
I do want to help her, and I thought she had all the help she needed. When Papa passed away, he left quite a bit of money for her, and I thought, it would help.
You just said keywords. He left quite a bit of her.
Yes.
Not for your son.
Yes.
Not for you.
Yes, and she keeps talking about going to Uber and such, but that's a pretty nice ring on her finger she has there. Don't know how many tips are needed.
Your dad got me years ago. This is not something I bought in the last 3 years.
Why does that matter?
Because she says she does Uber and such. If it's really that low, wouldn't she?
Oh my God, Mr. Compose. No.
Okay,
You
sorry, Your
obviously
Honor.
came here to waste my time. What kind of club promoter are you?
Well, I'm sure you've seen me around, probably.
No, I haven't. You don't look familiar at all, but you're looking real unfamiliar right now. I can't even tell this is your mother right now.
This is my mother. I love her dearly.
Well, I can't tell. You're not paying your mother. You're not helping your mother. She helped you. That she intended to help you for life. I don't believe she intended to raise your son. She raised you.
Yes.
She's a grandmother, for crying out loud.
Yes.
Your Honor, when my husband passed away, and since he lives alone in this big house, I told him we were going to have to move to a one-bedroom apartment, or we could come stay with him. I'd have my private room, Julian have his private room, and he would have his private room.
So what's...
Now the hearing becomes even more uncomfortable. The grandmother reveals she offered to move into the father's large home with her grandson after becoming a widow, but he refused. Whether viewers agree or disagree, the optics are difficult to ignore. A grieving grandmother is struggling in a one-bedroom apartment while continuing to care for his child. That contrast is hard to overlook.
What's the deal with that? You're okay with your mother in this one bedroom. Why can't she stay in the big house?
Well,
inconvenience, he said. It would be very inconvenient.
How big is this house? How many bedrooms we're talking?
Maybe 800 square feet most, maybe 2-bedroom, it's not as big as she's saying. It's not as big as she's saying. It's
my apartment is 800 square feet.
You're describing a room in the house that's 800 square feet?
I may have my math wrong a little bit. It's not that big as she's saying. It's really not.
How big is this house? How many bedrooms?
It's in the nice houses in Plano. So you can imagine, it's a nice house.
Okay.
Because him and Julian's mom both do this promoting thing.
Oh,
and
okay.
they can
But
do
she
it from
just took
everywhere.
off.
So they're
I no
yeah,
longer see
but
her.
She
I
left,
no longer see her.
but she was making good money like he makes. I don't, but they were living very, very comfortably. And but he started this since Julian was born, the free babysitting. That a grandmother that loves her kids shouldn't have to be paid and this and that. I never asked him for a dime. I didn't need to. But since becoming a widow, it's become critical.
Okay. All right, Mr. Compost, how much money do you make a year?
48,000.
Here comes the financial breakdown, and Judge Vonda B isn't buying vague answers. Questions about income, property ownership, and support payments expose major inconsistencies in the father's testimony. Family court judges rely heavily on credibility, and when details don't add up, it can significantly affect the outcome. Every answer now seems to create more questions than it resolves.
Really?
Yes.
You make $48,000 a year and you live in this big house in Plano?
Well, then that's where all the
and
money.
Club promoting?
That's where all the money goes to the house to make sure it's I have so many members
Plus
in
the
the
child
house.
support. They didn't give me the amount because I'm not on the case, right? But who knows how much she's paying?
How much do you receive in child support? Because if she makes that kind of money,
Just $1,000, and that's in that
Just
40.
a grand?
You know how much that would have
everybody
helped?
does not receive just a grand.
Yeah,
Everybody don't receive that.
and that's why I paid for the 150.
You came here to waste my time. What is it? What is the amount? So you pay yourself $48,000. You pay yourself that, right?
No, it's from jobs that I try and.
How much is your rent, Mr. Compost, or do you pay a mortgage?
No, rent a month is about a grand 500.
Okay, so $1,500 in rent. What's your other expenses look
Your
like?
Honor, he doesn't rent. They did a big, huge housewarming party. That is his home. Him and her bought that home. It's not a rent.
So you really are wasting my time.
I am renting it. I'm not sure where she's getting that from.
They had a huge, and as families talk, and we're gonna try to even upgrade, but they didn't stay together.
So wait a minute, you closed on this house.
Oh yeah.
I may
Okay,
have
so you
fogged
own
up the
it.
details a little bit as it was a heartbreaking. I don't
So
want to
it's
go
a deed
into
in
it
that
as much
folder
as
over there. You have a deed.
a deed.
Yeah.
Yes, I do, but it's
Okay,
just
so you own the Miss Compost. You own the home.
It's-
Do not come in here and waste my time.
the details have just been foggy since.
You've been getting over on your mother. That's not gonna work on me. Okay. I was not born. Yes.
This is the turning point. Judge Vonda B orders that the child support money currently being received be redirected to the grandmother, the person actually caring for the child. On top of that, the father is ordered to contribute support himself. Legally, this reflects a simple principle: financial support should follow the child. The person doing the parenting should not be left carrying the burden alone.
Yesterday.
Okay.
All right. So let me tell you what we're going to do. We are going to have the child support that you received, that $1,000. We're going to send it over to your mom.
Your Honor, if there's any way we can.
Yeah, hold on. I'm not finished. And I know you want to hear this.
Okay,
That's just mom's portion. You're going to pay too. So mom is going to be getting what? Let's see, you said 40. Now I'm going to take your word for it. I'm going to take your word for it at that $48,000. All right?
Okay.
And you said $150 in health insurance?
Yes.
All right. So your gross comes out to $3,900. That brings your net to $3,280.28. And how many children do you have?
Just the one.
Just how many?
Just the one.
Just the one child?
Yes,
Okay.
just Julie.
All right. So 20% of that brings your child support to $656. And that's giving you credit for the health insurance. So you have to continue paying that health insurance of $150. Child support to grandma is going to be $656, as well as the reallocation of the $1,000 that you received from mom going to grandmother. So grandmother's amount in child support monthly is $1,656, which $656 belongs.
What began as a grandmother seeking help ended with a powerful lesson about accountability. The court uncovered hidden child support payments, unanswered questions about medical coverage, and a family struggling under the weight of misplaced responsibility. Through it all, Judge Vonda B focused on one thing: the best interests of the child. If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.